Thank you so much. I love coming here, and like my friend Andrew, I've had this desire to read here for many years, so it's our night. And I'd like to thank our writers who are here, and Peg and everybody. So I kind of cheated. This first story is a suite of 3 100-word stories, and I know that's cheating, so. It's called The Story of 3 Metals. Thimbles, cups, and vases, silver treasures tumble from her bed when she wakes, raining on the floor, flooding the room. Last night, Bijan rode hard across the desert, 100 warriors in pursuit. His saddlebags bulged with stolen silver coins. He was so close she could see his green eyes, hear his rich laugh. The arrows hit his back just as he entered the gate. He'd always said he'd bring her fortunes beyond her dreams, and he had. In her sleep, the coins bought all of the beautiful things in the world, but their price was too dear, each vessel empty. Gold. Night stands watch as she fills a water sack. Layla stuffs her pockets with pistachios. They race down marble steps, past slumbering camels, the deserted bazaar, as they have never gotten this far before. Where are the guards? Each night as Khalid is sated, sleeping between them, she imagines golden sand burying his heavy body, filling his mouth. Now they sprint toward the gate left open with their coins. But quicksand forms beneath them, a charm, a curse. Khalid in his golden robe is the last thing they see while drowning. He glares like the desert sun, furious, impossible to escape. Bronze. Her brother said she was as ugly as a gecko. That was why men stared, sighing as she passed. You are shameful, Sibi said, and he hammered her a scowling mask of bronze that scorched her face. But the men moaned, brushing against her breasts. Your body is hideous, Sibi said, fashioning a bronze chest plate. She staggered under its weight while the men howled and rubbed against her backside. I must hide all of you, Sibi said, forging a bronze suit. In it she became a fearsome warrior, her bronze body growing green as the hills, but unconquered lands. Sister wives at the county fair. Funhouse. As the newest wife, Trudy always comes last. 6 of 7 nights, she straddles the main cushion of her sofa sectional. It is the approximate dimensions of husband, or close enough. Today she trails the other wives, their linen backside suddenly swerving left to enter a doorway painted to look like a clown's open mouth. Inside, fluorescent lights make their matching pants glow. The other wives conjoin in a distorted mirror. They form one long bolster, pink and stiff. Fair food. The sister wives are on a budget, so they share jumbo hot dogs. At Building C, everyone chips in for a set of Tupperware. Trudy is handed the smallest bowl, the size of her diaphragm. She sees it's good for nothing, holding nothing except for the nub of the leftover wiener, marked with other women's teeth. Freaks. The sword swallower faces his audience, which today is a dozen boys, a handful of women, and a stray dog. Each summer, fewer people come to see Lion Boy, Pinhead, the oldest skeleton, embarrassing relics like ancient fur coats. As he drops the weapon down his esophagus, the sword swallower visualizes Fat Lady naked, a hill of vanilla soft serve, so he won't have to think about the blade gliding past his vital organs. Then slowly he removes the sword, bows to the scatter of applause. The 5 women in front must be sisters, with their old-fashioned gathered hairdos, their same sympathetic smiles, as if they could ever know what it's like to be a sideshow. Animal husbandry. Hay is springy underfoot. At the end of a dusty barn, the sister wives find rows of connected rabbit hutches. They watch one another, watching the animals spot-lit by warming lamps. Rabbits mate, sleep, nibble, even give birth. At home, Trudy's kitchen window faces original wife's bathroom. Sometimes she sees husband, his furred chest being soaked by a womanly hand wearing a wedding ring identical to her own. Flock. The bird has become separated from the others. It flies over the fair's rides, which are a marvel of synchronization. In large flocks of starlings, each bird coordinates its movements with its 7 nearest neighbors, so they never crash, but instead roll and swoop together like a giant apron flapping in the wind. The bird doesn't know the word family, but that's what it wants, even a strange new one. Wings beating rhythmically all around it, another's telltale feathers to follow. The big wheel. The 4 wives pair up, cramming into the hot metal seats. Trudy is abandoned to sit with someone's daughter. Strangers wave goodbye. The ride stalls with their chair at the top, lurching hundreds of feet in the air. When the teenager begins to cry, Trudy sings one gospel song after another, all that she knows. They hold hands as they drop down, eventually return to the family stuck waiting for spare girls. Final season. After several years of the hit reality TV show, America's Most Famous Polygamist is filmed asking not to be called a polygamist, which he says makes him sound like a criminal or a 19th century rube. On the screen, his 3 wives roll their eyes. The years are speeding ahead with them aboard. One is studying to be an EMT. Another has filed for divorce. The polygamist's 8th child marries and said she'd never in a million years be in a plural marriage. Looking into the camera, she says she's the family's first feminist and that she now goes by Ms. Last stand shooting gallery. Trudy grew up on a ranch and is an excellent shot. She picks off the tin ducks until a crowd grows. The carney makes her an offer. She can have her choice of the stuffed toys if she'll just go away. Trudy tosses a purple giraffe over her shoulder to her wives, like a wedding bouquet. She buckles her life-size Superman stuffed with plastic pellets on top of herself for the van ride home. While he's a dead weight, he gives her something of her own to hang on to.